didn't quite he just wasn't quite able to master the short ball a few times. Now, I don't think it was a weakness, but when I was and look, this could be symptomatic of all the things he's been through, but he did towards the end of his career have the tendency to freeze when a short ball was bowled at him, and that's the worst thing you can do. He would just sort of freeze on the crease and be a target for the bowler. You need to be moving across your crease and getting inside the line to avoid being hit. And he didn't do that, and he and when a so what I'm saying is, look, I don't want to criticize him. He's still a wonderfully talented player who may have played a lot for Australia, but I just don't think people should be saying, "Oh, he had 100 tests there for him, and if it wasn't for being hit in the head or concussion, he would have had 100 tests, would have played 100 tests." Because I think in the end, sort of test cricket does test every part of your game. And, had he got to test level, he would have seen a lot of short stuff. And I don't know. Like, I don't know whether he was equipped to play it. Like, we'll never know. So I just want to push back on saying he was a guy who had 100 tests in his back pocket if he'd been fit. It just wasn't the case. And unfortunately, it was a premature end to his career. And it's so sad that we couldn't see his career develop and flourish. And the fact that some of the blows to his head weren't even on the cricket field; they were training, they were accidents, they were random accidents. The poor kid had so much bad luck, and uh, just wasn't meant to be, unfortunately. But he still, I guess, got the baggy green, played that one Test match, and he did look good. I mean, he was a silky player. Make no mistake about it. He was a bit like Mark Waugh in the sense that he seemed to have so much time at the crease and was so graceful. He was also very patient and knew how to build an innings, which is, such an important commodity. So, he had a lot in front of him, but in the end, it just didn't quite work out. And I think now we'll see him in the media and coaching. And I just wish him all the best for the future. What an awful choice to make about, do I keep trying to follow my dream, or do I just say, "No, I'm gonna prioritize my health. I'm not gonna take any more risks." So, yeah, I think actually he got married yesterday, so I'm recording Saturday. He got married on the 11th of April, so congratulations to him. He's got a, exciting life ahead of him, and, I don't think he'll be lost for cricket. Now some more news.